Coming up on June 1, a Sunday, I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to be Master of Ceremonies and Auctioneer at a really special event honoring Wendy and Dan Kraft of the Kraft family. It's the JCHE Spring Celebration. It's being held at the Westin Waltham Hotel. That stands, by the way, JCHE for Jewish Community Housing for the Elderly. This is a big, big event, and the auction that we're going to tell you about, there's an online auction, amazing. So you might want to participate, all for a great cause. Joining me on the line is Amy Schechtman, President and CEO of JCHE. Hello there, Amy.
Hi, Jordan. Thanks for calling us.
Well, I'm looking forward to hanging with you guys. You've got an amazing committee. You've put together a huge event. But before we talk about the event and how people can bid on some of the items, I was lucky enough to get a tour of just one of your facilities, and I was most impressed. How would you, in a short sentence or two or three, describe the mission of JCHE?
I can do it really simply. JCHE is all about the fact that we believe every older adult should have the opportunity to age in community. And what we mean by that is to live a full life of connection and purpose in a dynamic, supportive environment. We do that. We do that for all the 1,500 older adults that live with us, and we're about advocating a really way of healthy, successful aging where people are respected, have dignity, and can be their best selves, and we can support that effort.
You know what I noticed? Several things when I took the tour the other day. I noticed, it's like the United Nations. There are all kinds of people with all kinds of languages being spoken, but everybody was so happy to just be there. I mean, in the hallways, I said hello to people, and they said hello to me back, and it was just a very warm kind of welcoming thing. People think of elderly housing. They sometimes think of it being kind of drab and lonely and not too inspiring.
No, we're all about making it exciting and vibrant, giving people chances to do all sorts of things. You know, when you take away the chores of daily living, finding that person to come plow your driveway, making sure the lawn is cut, making sure someone's cleaning the house, making sure. There's so much we have to do in a day-to-day that takes away from our ability to focus on things, who we really are. Maybe we're a budding artist and don't know it. Maybe we want to debate current events and write letters to the editor to really change public policy. Lots of our folks go down to a school in Dorchester twice a week and they tutor kids on reading. We have a knitting club that's adopted a school in Framingham. Every kindergartner gets their own handmade set of a scarf, a hat, and mittens. And of course, we've got magnificent fitness facilities and fitness staff that help people prevent falls, deal with arthritis. And so when you offer all these things, people have a chance to be who they want to be, and they've earned it. They earn the right to have that. And you mentioned the languages, so I want to also mention that we do have people from many different countries. We are steeped in Jewish values. We're inspired by that, but we are welcoming to everyone. And just as a quick example, we have people in our accounting department, our compliance department, our rent-up department, our social work department, our gym department, all of our departments. They speak all the languages. Someone's speaking every language of the people who live here, so that there's nothing scary or confusing. We have somebody who can talk to you in the language you grew up with and help get through any of the bureaucracies or the confusion. So we are welcoming to everyone, and that's really important.
Talking with Amy Schechtman. She's the president and CEO of this organization that I'm going to be doing some work with on June 1. There's still a few tickets left, but this will definitely be a sellout at the Westin Waltham. It's the annual spring celebration, and the reason this is so important for you guys, as I found out, and I like to do my research, is because you don't rely on just public funds for a lot of the extras that make a senior's life better. So what will the money be going towards, the money raised on June 1?
Such a good point. Yes. I mean, we keep our housing affordable largely because we get government subsidies, but 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, there's someone in person to help with whatever someone needs. So you're never facing things alone. The opportunities for lifelong learning, the culture, the arts, intergenerational growth and exercise, volunteering, fitness, wellness, those things can only happen with private philanthropy. We raise well over $1 million a year and put every single cent back into a whole array of services. Some of them we come up with, some of it our residents request and guide us into developing. But government just doesn't have the funds and the energy to, sort of the inspiration to fund those kind of things. So the only way we can continue to do those things, and we do something every day, is if we can raise private dollars, and this is our single biggest fundraiser.
Right.
It's really important.
Now, obviously, people listening, they won't be able to necessarily make it, or they'll be sold out anyway. But there is a way, and that's why I wanted to have you on too, that people can check out one of the, and I've done a million auctions, as I told you. You guys have amassed an incredible array of silent auction items that are just beyond cool, and you can go see the whole list at the website. But the idea is you can bid online and get some great deals and see some amazing stuff, and every penny goes to help the elderly.
Every penny, because all of these gifts were gifts to us. So 100% of what someone will pay will go directly to those special programs and services that keep people alive and vibrant.
I mean, it's everything from my friend, he's always here at BZ, Ken Gloss from the Brattle Bookstore, comes and does a big presentation and an assessment to the North End Dine Around, which is 3 or 4 restaurants, to just One Direction. Oh, yeah. Need I say more?
Yeah, well, of course, the crafts are so generous, and so we have all sorts of Patriots packages, including one where you can actually go to their training camp and have a personal tour. Now, who gets to do that? That's so cool.
Yeah, no, it's great stuff. So people can go to jche.org. It stands for Jewish Community Housing for the Elderly, jche.org, and you'll be able to clearly see where the auction items are. It's all about the big spring celebration honoring Wendy and Dan Kraft. I'll be there as host and MC and auctioneer. And Amy, I want to thank you and everybody for making me feel so welcome, and also for sharing a little bit of the story. It's a very special place, all the places you have, and I really want to say we're thrilled to publicize it and announce it and support it.
Thank you so much. We can't wait.
So, again, June 1 is the event. The organization is doing some great work for many of our older citizens and listeners, whom I love dearly. And you can go to jche.org for details on the big auction. Silent auction, you can do it online. We'll be back in a moment with much more here on The Jordan Rich Show.